Okay. So the next videos, okay, we'll continue about the videos. Okay, the next video is about how we simplifying the Boolean expressions using a Kmaps. Okay, previously, okay, you already given a truth table. Okay, so from the truth table, okay, you transform it and plot it. Okay, the output of logic 1, okay, into the Kmaps. Either is 2 variables, 3 variables, or 4 variables, and then you generate the Boolean expression. Okay, the simplified Boolean expression. You generate the simplified Boolean expression. Okay, so now the second part. Okay, we already done. Okay, you know, make sure you do the exercise. Okay, how you generate, how you map. Okay, okay, the patterns. Okay, the pattern recognitions. Okay, of the uh, logic of one, okay, for the 2 variables, for 3 variables, and also the 4 variables. Okay, all right. So now we go to the next one, which is simplifying the Boolean expression using kernel maps, whereby in here you will learn, okay, okay, they given you a Boolean expressions, okay, then you use a kernel maps in order to simplify it. Okay, sebelum ni kamu simplify Boolean expression in the chapter 3 using a theorem kan. Okay, you pecah kepala, you a big headache, okay, for you to simplify it, okay, by using theorems, okay, factorize, and then you expand it, okay, factorize again, okay, and using a different theorems, okay, different law, okay, so many, okay, and you so in order for you to prove, okay, to prove the equations is simplified or not, or you will need to simplify the Boolean expression. However, okay, you can simplify your Boolean expression using a Kmap, okay, which is much easier and will usually produce a simplified expression compared to using a Boolean algebra. Yang sebelum ni kamu simplify using a Boolean algebra. Yang guna theorem tu, okay, when you use a theorem tu, sebenarnya dia adalah menggunakan simplified using a Boolean algebra. Yang ini kamu akan simplify your Boolean expression using a kernel maps. So dalam soalan ni biasanya dia akan given you a Boolean expressions. Okay, from the Boolean expression, you simplify it using a Kmaps. You have to draw the Kmaps, okay, and then you get the simplified Boolean expressions. Okay, normally they given a sum of product expression lah, okay, so that we can map the product terms of the Kmap. Kmap ni normally is use SOP instead of POS. Alright, so this is example of how we simplify okay, the Boolean expressions, okay, using a Kmap. Alright, so for example here you have expression y equals to a bar dot b plus c plus a bar dot b dot c bar. Okay, so the first step here you need to do is the step 1, okay, okay, basically when you before you simplify, identify, okay, the variables. Okay, identify the variables. Okay, right? So if you identify the variables, how many variables that they have? Okay, for example, here you have 3 input variables, which is A, B, and C. So therefore, you need to use 3, okay, 3 variable Kmap. Okay, sebab different input variables have different tables of Kmaps. Okay, alright. So they're different. Okay, so therefore kita kena identify dulu how many variables that we have in the given Boolean expression, and then we have a 3 input variable. In this case, we have 3 input variables, and then the second step, okay, you generate the Kmap tables. Okay, so when you generating the Kmap tables, okay, you generate the Kmap table based on the input variable that you have, which is 3 input variables. So in 3 input variables, you have 8 cells, okay, with the column of A bar dot B bar, A bar dot B, A dot B, and A dot B bar, and you have a row of C bar and C. And then make sure you label, okay, make sure you label, okay, your punya cell, okay, from the left, you label 0, 1, 2, 3, okay, 2 and 2, 3, and the fourth and fifth cell, make sure dekat fourth column. Okay, ni kena ingat lah, ya. Fourth and fifth cell will be at the fourth column, and then 6 and 7 at the third column. Okay, so lepas tu baru dah generate the Kmap table. Okay, you generate the Kmap table. Okay, generate the Kmap table. Then the third step, okay, you transform the product term into the Kmap. Okay, maksud di sini ialah in the given expressions, okay, you kena plot. Okay, you have to plot each of the product, each of the product terms, okay, that have in your Boolean and in the given Boolean expression. For example, you have a bar dot b. So a bar dot b in this is the second column, okay, because in your expressions, okay, you want a bar dot b. So therefore, you have to on one here at the cell 2, at the C bar, call is C bar row, and you have to on C, okay, so that your C and C bar will eliminate, and then you will get back a bar dot b. Okay, kena on. Bila kita nak on tu, kita kena tengok yang untuk yang dia nak apa. Dia nak A bar dot B. So, kita kena terpaksa on C bar and C so that you can only get this A bar dot B balik. Back to the original question. Okay. And then for the C, okay, since you nak C sahaja, so C sahaja you can have to turn on the all the one for the row of C lah. Senang kan? Of C. So, kita turn on all the rows, okay, all the column in the C rows, okay, alright. And then the third is A dot B C bar. A, B and C bar. Okay, so kat sini. Okay, you have to plot the one. Okay, sebelum ni you given you a truth table kan? Senang. Tapi kali ni dia bagi given expressions. So you kena pandai tengok dan hati-hati. Okay, mana yang dia nak. So yang dia nak A dot B bar saja. So kalau ini, so you have a row and column, kena neutralkan. So maknanya you kena on lah. Okay, yang ni tak ada masalah lah. Sebab you kena pakai tiga-tiga lah. So you on lah. A, B and C bar. And then for the C ni, sebab dia nak C sahaja, so you have to on all the columns. Okay. Alright. So once you plot, okay, for each product terms, you're plotting each product, transform the product terms, okay, into the Kmap by plotting the logic of one. Now, you draw the loops. Okay, so bila you draw the loops, okay, draw the loops. Okay, bila you draw the loops, look at the highest, okay, possibles of adjacent cell of one. So kalau kat sini kamu tengok yang paling 4. Okay, tak ada 8. Okay, so yang 4. Okay, which is the green loop here. Okay, and then we have another one. Okay, which is here. Okay, alright. So we have that here. Alright. Then after you draw the loops, get the expressions for each loops. So here for the green loops, okay, you got, okay, they involve this particular column and this particular column, okay, and this particular row and this particular row. So bila dia dah tengok which loop that involve, then you have yang perlu eliminate, you eliminate. So A bar dot A, okay, and then C bar dot C. So maknanya you only have got B. And for the next, the red loops, okay, so the red loops, okay, you turn on all these things, okay, so that you got 1, okay, column ni kena on semua, so that you got C here, C. Okay, so your answer should be Y equals to B plus C. Senang kan? Kalau tidak, kamu kena susun lah, lepas tu factorize lah, lepas tu guna theorems pula, kembangkan lah pula kan. So banyak. Kalau kita pakai Boolean algebra. Yang ini senang je. You plot, okay, based on the given product terms. Okay, alright. Okay, and then after that, draw the loops. Okay, so when after you draw the loops, get the expression for each loops and you combine it with the plus notation. Okay. Okay, this is a second example of how you simplify the expressions, okay, using a Kmap. Okay, if you're in the expressions, they have a bracket or you have a long bar, okay, you can expand and you can expand it dulu lah, okay. Alright, for example, here you have y equals to b bar, bracket cd plus c bar, and plus cd bar, so a plus b bar and plus ab. So, you for this question, you kena use the Morgan to split this bar, the long bar, okay, and then you expand it for each bracket, okay. So therefore in here you expand it, okay, b bars dot cd and b bar c. So you got here, and then for this you can split, okay, instead of plus notation it become not and notation, dot notation, and then after that you kembangkan dia. Right, expand it. Okay, you got A, B bar, C, D bar, and you got A, B, C, D bar. So, once you got the expression here, then we transform it into the Kmaps. Okay, so yang ini sebab kita nampak dia ada 4 variable. So, kita kena pakai 4 variable punya Kmap table. Okay, so variable Kmap table. So, dari ni, for example here, you have A, B bar, C dot D bar. So, kita plot sini satu. Okay, and then we have A, B, C, D bar. A, B column. And then C, D bar. Okay, sini satu. Okay. And then we have a B bar, C, D. Okay, yang ini. Okay, yang ini kena combine the cylinder. Okay, by cylinder. Okay, di mana dia nak B bar, C, D. So, we have a B bar. Yang involve B bar kat sini. And CD. CD row ketiga. Okay, so CD sini kena on. Okay, so that A will be neutral. So you get B bar C, CD. And then here we got dia nak expression of B bar dot C bar. So B bar and C bar. So we have B bar here and B bar here. And dia nak C bar. So C bar involve these two rows. Okay, first and second row. So that kita kena on sini satu, sini satu. Okay, and then dekat sini pun kita kena on dekat cell 9. Okay, so that the D bar and D akan mati. So that A and A bar akan mati. So that we got back the B bar and C bar. Okay, ini belum loops lagi. Ini baru kita plotting. Okay, kita plotting based on the given expressions. Okay, of the given expressions. Okay, kita plot masuk ke dalam Kmap. Okay, bila kita dah plot, barulah kita mula looping. So, bila kita looping, okay, draw the loops. Okay, so bila draw the loops, kita ambil yang paling highest. So, kita ambil yang ni, draw 4. Okay, lepas tu kita ada lagi 4 tak? Ada. Okay, yang ni. Dengan yang ini. Kiri kanan. Okay, lepas tu kita ada lagi 4 juga. 2 kiri kanan. So, saya pakai color yang lain so that kamu dapat beza lah antara loops kita ada. Okay. Alright. So, untuk ini kita tak boleh nak loops. Kita tak boleh nak cross loop. Jangan awak boleh cross macam ni. Salah ya. Tak boleh. Okay, jangan buat macam tu. Tak ada cross loop dalam you punya Kmap. So, you punya. Okay, so when you write your punya expressions. Okay, when you write your expressions. Okay, so tengok satu-satu. Okay, go to the green loops. So, for the green loops, okay, they involve all these column. So, they eliminate the rows. Okay, it become 1. So, there you get A bar dot B bar. Okay, and then the next one you have red loops. Okay, red loops dia berada di sebelah kiri dan sebelah kanan. Okay, so they involve this particular column and this particular column and this particular row and this particular row. So, kita akan eliminate the A and A bar. Okay, and then you got B bar and then you eliminate the D bar. Okay, so you got B bar dot C bar. Okay, and then you have the blue loops. Okay, so this blue involve again this column and this column. So you have but now they involve okay on the C bar dot D and the juga CD punya row. So now kita eliminate yang boleh kita neutralkan which is A and A bar and A. So you got the B bar. Okay. And then you eliminate the C bar and C. So you got D. So therefore they get expression of b bar dot d. Therefore, the expressions, okay, when you write expressions, you combine all these things with the plus lah. So y equals to a bar dot b bar, okay, b bar dot d, okay, b bar dot c bar, and then you have a b c dot d bar. Okay, that's all.